and he knows how to shout houses down and make threats and swear and all the rest of it, because he creates chaos wherever he goes. And for whatever the reason, the public
like it when it goes this way. I don't know, that language and all the stuff that goes down. Totally unnecessary, because we've got a really, really good competitive fight.
Of course, but we can do what we want. But I thank you. I wanna say thank you, Turkey Oleksandr, who organization this is. Egypt. It's my first time was in Egypt.
You can't knock me out. My power is real, baby, and you will feel,
I can feel nothing.
the baptism.
When I look at you, I see a dust like a weak man.
And that's what I want you to feel when it's time
You're
to get in that
100%.
ring.
You're a
So when I do knock you out,
skinny
it's
little
gonna
man.
be that very moment.
You're a basketball
Remember,
player. You came
you're
into
damn
boxing
right.
at 21
You're
year old.
damn right.
I've been doing this
I'm
all my
every bit
life.
of it, baby.
I beat men like you
I'm
7 days a
I'm
week.
agile and mobile and hostile, baby. I got the heart of a
You can be
lion.
as hostile as you want.
I am a king,
I will take
baby.
that and eat it
I
and
am
feed
a
it back to you.
king. I am a king.
You ain't a king.
I'm a king.
Where's it
baby.
say king?
And you will
It says
see
third
it.
place loser in
you
your
will
name.
See it.
You're looking
you
at
will
king.
Feel it.
My name is
I would
Jigsaw
have you
King.
saying I
You're a
spoke
dosser.
it. I believe it now, and you receive
You're
it.
my work, man. You work for me
You're
now.
gonna see.
You work
You're
for me.
gonna see.
Look at the way you're dressed.
You're gonna see.
Look at the way I'm dressed.
Well,
I'm dressed like a king. You're dressed like a dosser.
Really? You look like you work for the office for somebody,
Yeah.
apprentice
I
or
don't know
something.
what. I don't know what
For
you got that belt from.
For
but
me right
I'd
here,
take
baby.
it right back.
Hey, I should have been in a group.
You should have been a ball player, because when you meet a real fighting man, you're gonna wish you were a ball player.
Well, hey.
But this ain't basketball.
Boxing pros destroy Deontay Wilder after face-off brawl with Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury calmly shuts down the drama, reminding everyone that boxing doesn't always give you what you feel you earned. His composed reaction instantly highlights how reckless and unnecessary Wilder's aggression toward Usyk really was.
You must not boxing with Rico, because it's not boxer. It's a fighter. Listen, it's a show. All world, it's a show. We who? Actors.
Both of you are actors as well.
Yes, of course. But
Oleksandr Usyk reveals the physical toll of his career, admitting his face, back, and entire body ache after 47 grueling minutes in the ring. This honest admission makes Wilder's aggressive face-off behavior look even worse, since Usyk is clearly focused on healing and preparing, not picking fights.
Show. All world, it's a show. We who? Actors.
Both of you are actors as well.
Yes, of course. But we can do what we want. But I thank you. I wanna say thank you, Turkey Oleksandr, who organization this is. Egypt. It's my first time was in Egypt. Pyramid.
Deontay Wilder insists two champions will always find their way to the ring no matter what. But his words ring hollow after the brawl he caused with Oleksandr Usyk. Instead of letting the fight speak for itself, Wilder chose chaos, and Tyson Fury made sure everyone noticed the difference.
When two champions want to fight, they're gonna fight. No one's gonna get in their way. No one's gonna hold them back.
Oleksandr Usyk stays focused and professional, admitting it's a tough fight regardless of style, wrestler, kickboxer, or boxer. His hunger and preparation shine through, a stark contrast to Wilder's reckless behavior at the face-off. While Wilder created drama, Usyk kept his composure and remained locked in on the task.
Of course, it's a tough fight. Listen, for me, doesn't matter. It's a wrestler, kickboxer, but our box.
Frank Warren doesn't hold back his frustration over the chaos at the face-off, making clear he hates when press conferences turn into shouting matches instead of showcasing the sport. He insists the ugly scene between Deontay Wilder and Oleksandr Usyk was totally unnecessary, especially since their actual matchup already promises to be a genuinely competitive fight. Warren stresses this wasn't stage drama, but real tension that overshadowed what should be a celebration of two contrasting styles finally clashing, delivering the absolute war fans deserve inside the ring.
It's nice to put it, I mean, a lot of people like to see all this rubbish, they think it's all like this stage, which it's not. It is unnecessary. We have a good fight. We've got a fight these two guys' styles will complement each other. It'll be an absolute complete war in the ring, which is where...
Frank Warren doesn't hold back his frustration over the chaos at the face-off, making clear he hates when press conferences turn into shouting matches instead of showcasing the sport. He insists the ugly scene between Deontay Wilder and Oleksandr Usyk was totally unnecessary, especially since their actual matchup already promises to be a genuinely competitive fight. Warren stresses this wasn't stage drama, but real tension that overshadowed what should be a celebration of two contrasting styles finally clashing, delivering the absolute war fans deserve inside the ring.
John Fury should fight that Irish guy. What's the other traveller guy who keeps calling him out in London? I forgot his, Joey Egan. That fight should happen, yeah? You know, stop going around and headbutting young boys. He should fight that guy, Joey Egan guy. That guy keeps calling him out every day, but John Fury don't say nothing. And point number 2, he done it to the wrong characters, because he done it to a bunch of pussies.
Eddie Hearn admits John Fury's physical reaction was completely out of character, since he's usually all talk when squaring up to someone. This time was different, and Hearn believes that unpredictability actually benefits the fight and the show. Still, it's impossible to ignore the parallel with Deontay Wilder's own aggressive display against Oleksandr Usyk. While John Fury's moment added drama organically, Wilder's face-off outburst felt calculated and desperate, especially with Usyk remaining composed throughout. Boxing pros argue Wilder's face-off act only exposed his own insecurity.
Yeah. If he wins the undisputed, he's gonna walk away. You understand? But if he loses, you're not gonna take step aside money. You know, so
Duke McKenzie breaks down the danger John Fury faces if Carl Frocke's switch flips, reminding everyone that Frock has always carried devastating power. Just look at what he did to George Groves. McKenzie warns that natural punchers never lose that power, and Frock still has that same spite from his fighting days. It's a fitting reminder for Deontay Wilder too, since power alone doesn't excuse reckless behavior outside the ring. Boxing pros keep circling back to the same point: true class is shown through discipline, not face-off antics.
That's John Fury, and that light bulb switches on. You know that Carl Froch is a bad man. He was when he was fighting, and he's probably got that same spite in him now. And if he lands one on Fury, then it could be quite devastating. And Froch has always been quite heavy-handed. You know, look what he did to George Groves. Ironed him out, and George Groves was world class at that time. So everybody knows that the last thing you lose in boxing, if you're a natural puncher like a Froch, is your punch. And Froch, listen, Fury wouldn't be able to get out of the way of that. He doesn't know how to get out of the way of that. He couldn't get out of the way of that. And I'm sure if Froch anytime Froch is ready to close that one out, it's a done deal as far as I'm concerned.
Deontay Wilder tries to hype up his knockout power, calling himself Dr. Sleep and promising fans a show they won't forget. His classic Wilder bravado, but after his face-off brawl with Oleksandr Usyk, his words land differently now. Boxing pros argue that real hard hitters let their fists do the talking inside the ring, not their fists flying during a press event. Wilder's confidence has always been part of his brand, but mixing that swagger with actual aggression toward Usyk crossed a line most fans and analysts feel was completely avoidable.
Do what I do best, that's a sight to get the fans what they want to see, At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do, and they want to come and see a fight, and after that, they want to go party. So when you're watching me, like I said, don't blink. I'm going to give you what you want to see. And nowadays, my name is called Dr. Sleep. And I definitely got the NyQuil in the right hand, so I hope you bring a pillow and a blanket. It get a little chilly at night.
Oleksandr Usyk responds to the chaos with remarkable calm, reminding everyone that press conferences are just words, and his real language will be spoken inside the ring. It's a powerful statement, especially coming right after Deontay Wilder's aggressive face-off brawl the day before. While Wilder chose to let his emotions boil over in front of cameras, Usyk stayed composed, focused, and confident, trusting his skills to do the talking when it matters most. Boxing pros can't help but praise this contrast, pointing out that true champions don't need physical confrontations outside the ring to prove their dominance. Usyk's maturity here speaks volumes about his mindset heading into fight night.
On Saturday night is because he brings something that you haven't seen before. Do you believe he can bring something that you possibly haven't seen before in a boxing ring? What are the big dangers?
Now it's only words. This is press conference and we speak a lot of, but my language will be in ring. You know, maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. We'll see. It's God's will.
Deontay Wilder tries to sound diplomatic, admitting Oleksandr Usyk appears completely focused on the task at hand. But Wilder can't resist adding commentary about Usyk's demeanor and how he's been reacting to the media. It's a subtle jab wrapped in fake respect, something boxing pros have quickly picked apart given what happened at the face-off just a day earlier. Wilder insists he can't speak for Usyk's mindset, yet continues speculating anyway, revealing a bit of insecurity beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Usyk remains locked in on winning, refusing to let outside noise affect his preparation. Analysts agree this moment further exposes the gap in composure between the two heavyweight rivals.
Honestly, I see a man that's been focused and you know, focus on what the task that lies at hand. You know, that same as but you know, I'm not in his head, so I can't speak for himself. You know, a lot of people have asked me about his mannerism, the way he's been, his demeanor about himself, the way he's been reacting to the media. You know, the questions that when it comes about me, you know, I can't speak for him. You know, we're on the outside looking in, and we'll see. You know, he has a task a big task to complete, as well as I have one as well. So when it's all over with, we can talk about it. But at this moment in time, it's getting close to the fight, and I think we're both focused on the same task, and that's the win. I'll leave it as that.
Oleksandr Usyk stays humble and grounded, admitting he has no idea how many rounds the fight will last and that 12 rounds wouldn't bother him at all. He simply waits for his opportunity and trusts himself to capitalize when it comes. This calm, patient mindset stands in stark contrast to Deontay Wilder's explosive behavior during the face-off brawl just one day earlier. While Wilder seemed desperate to prove something through intimidation, Usyk continues focusing purely on preparation and strategy. Boxing pros have praised this difference repeatedly, arguing that Usyk's quiet confidence reflects genuine championship experience, while Wilder's outburst reflects growing pressure and frustration as fight night rapidly approaches.
You know, how many rounds this is fight. I'm not sad if 12 rounds, it's normal, but I don't know. When I have chance, I do it.
Eddie Hearn confirms just how heated the situation truly became, revealing that Deontay Wilder was absolutely furious after the face-off brawl. He even admits that security had to work overtime because tensions were so high that even Hearn himself wanted to step in and talk people down. This chaotic scene proves just how far things escalated, and many believe security teams already sensed trouble brewing before it happened. Boxing pros argue this level of anger shouldn't exist before a professional fight, especially when Oleksandr Usyk maintained composure throughout the entire ordeal. Wilder's fury, instead of intimidating his opponent, only fueled criticism from fans, media, and fellow fighters watching closely.
Do you think he's going to quit on the stool?
He'll be no mess on the stool.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I think he'll get schooled, and I think he'll get hurt, and I think he'll sit on his stool and go, nah.
Frank Warren doubles down on his frustration, admitting he genuinely hates when press conferences spiral into chaos like this. He stresses that all the shouting, language, and physical tension completely overshadow what should be an exciting, competitive matchup between two elite heavyweights. Warren points out that security is present for a reason, and unfortunately it feels like these ugly scenes are happening far too often at major boxing events lately. He insists this behavior needs to stop, especially when the actual fight already promises incredible action on its own. Deontay Wilder's face-off outburst against Oleksandr Usyk only adds to Warren's growing concern, proving that promotion should never require intimidation.